Alright, this is Team Associated's latest four-wheel drive buggy, B74.1D, D for Dirt Edition. Just going to go through my initial thoughts of the build and what I thought of it. So let's just talk about the negative because there's really not too many. I was just missing some parts. Is the biggest one. I was missing. Really, whoever just put together bag 13 just was sleeping on the job that day, because that's where a majority of the parts that I was missing were out of. The floating servo mount, the aluminum piece close to the outside of the buggy I was missing. I have my battery taped, but the battery brace, the thumb screw I was missing, and a couple other miscellaneous pieces in that bag. The second, a little bit of a negative, was just that what I've heard before too is the rear arms. You've got to sand them down just a little bit for them to be free moving. It was just one of my arms that I needed to do that to. Besides that, those were the only really two negatives while I was building the kit. So positives for me, I would just say that I wasn't anticipating there being so much aluminum. Coming from X-Ray, which really is just the entire kit is plastic. Nothing bad about X-Ray. I have many of their cars now, and they're great, but it was nice to have, you know, right in the box, the aluminum steering, and then both pieces to the servo mount are aluminum. Both pieces to the center diff brace, the front brace and the rear of the center diff brace, both of those are aluminum. Probably missing something else, but those were the big ones to me that stuck out. And I would say, just of any kit, I had to use Loctite the most in this one, just because of those additional aluminum pieces that I mentioned, plus with the diffs having this aluminum piece. You're screwing into aluminum from the bottom, plus your towers are going into aluminum, so it's just more pieces that are going into metal. Nothing bad about it. I think it's just an added benefit that I wasn't quite anticipating, having all that aluminum. Steering blocks are aluminum too, which is nice. So in regards to carbon fiber, it's got a good amount in the kit. Front and rear towers carbon, your servo mounts carbon, your steering piece over here is carbon. The front and rear towers are 4mm, so nice and thick. Center diff piece is carbon. And then, since this is the dirt kit, they actually provide, I don't know what this material is down here, but it's got a lot of flex, where a lot of other kits have the carbon down here too. Electronics wise, I went with a Hobbywing XR10 Pro Gen 2 with a Hobbywing 7.5, Red Dog 30mm fan. It's just the rounded ones. I think that for me it looks better than the square. Savox servo, Sanwa receiver, and then I've been running these Intellect low profile batteries. This is their 4400. My understanding is Intellect is one of the only actual battery manufacturers. From reading online, they manufacture, or supposedly manufacture, Motive, Reedy, Macklin, and Protec batteries. So I've had nothing but good experiences with them, and I would recommend trying them. I think it's a brand that's not well known, and I don't see too many people running it. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, so I'm just going off my own personal experiences. So instead of building exactly kit set up right out of the box. I decided to go with Spencer Rivkin's base clay setup, so I had to buy some additional parts to do that. He's running all plastic gears for the front and rear diff and center diff. So on the bottom left are the plastic gears there. I'm running a you know, you have to buy a pinion gear, so I went with 21 tooth. I'm running a 7.5 turn motor. I went with the J Concepts aluminum servo horn, which is 20 millimeters, which is what he's just running, a 20 millimeter servo. It looked like from going through setups, he's going between that and the actual just plastic servo in the kit. I'm running a bigger shock bodies themselves. So one, they're bigger, and two, they're Kashima coated. So for the front, it's 24 millimeter length, and then for the rear, it's 31 millimeters. To run the rear at 31, you need a different tower. So I have to pick up this carbon fiber rear shock tower for the 31 millimeters. I purchased the S2 body that I'm going to paint here shortly, or have painted here shortly. Almost forgot. So I decided to go with these Maddox Designs chassis protector. So I grabbed a couple of these. It's 18 mil, I believe. It's the thicker one, which is nice that they offer that. And it fit just perfect. And they don't I didn't see it on their website. They don't advertise it, but when you buy them, it comes with an extra two there for the back, the rear of your chassis, which tends to get torn up the most. So you have a couple extra ones to put on there when they get torn up. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will try my best to get some running footage up soon once we make it to the track. Appreciate it.